Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to Thea, the Awakening. Where in the last episode, we came so close to losing a bunch of people. That was actually genuinely really scary. We were very close to death there. We still are, to a degree, but we are healing quickly. So, given that, let's move on, because I don't really want to be out at night with such a wounded party. But let's go and check on this tower.
You arrive at a tall, stone-built tower. An arched doorway stands ajar, and an old man waves at you to come in.
Go in.
You walk into the lower floors of the tower. The room is dark and dingy. The walls are filled with bookshelves, barely holding under the weight of the thousands of works that you think must be housed here. There is a desk and some chairs, and the old man sits behind it. Come in. Sit and let us talk. I am Professor Anthony Hufka, formerly of the Grand University. These days, well, on research leave, I suppose.
Hello. We found this old scroll by a body. It talked about curing the darkness, and it had your tower marked on the map.
Ah, the Elven Scroll. Have you found the Guardian yet? He went to that Grove place, but I've never been able to find out what happened to him. His pesky student ran off with the scroll before I could write down the directions. And I don't like leaving this tower anyway.
Okay. Actually, this sounds like the beginning of a long talk. No. Yes, we have talked. We're on a quest to try and save Thea. We haven't talked with the elf directly. No, we have not spoken with the elf yet.
Right. Well, he is a wise one. I will grant him that. But his version of history is... History is written by the victors, yes? The elves have been the victors for many thousands of years, and thus they do write our history. I, however, believe it is time we wrote our own.
What do you mean? You're not making much sense.
Well, the elves will tell you that the cosmic tree is one of the pillars of the world. I won't go into it. They know it better. They are correct on that, but sometimes pillars must fall in order to build a new house, you know.
Still not making much sense. I've got a funny feeling he is, though.
Right. I am an old man, too old for human existence. I forget myself. So it was us, humans, that burned that damned tree. Yes, we at the Grand University. We had a multinational conference and we came to a conclusion. Magic is stifling humanity.
What? Oh, wait, I already know this.
Listen to me. Magic and its prime stewards, the elves, they are keeping us from truly evolving, from reaching our own potential. We can finally be free from superstition, from dark magic, from monsters. We will build a civilization based on reason and knowledge. And yes, this will be costly. Magic will take with it many creatures, not all bad, but humanity will finally be free.
See, I can sort of... If humanity was in a bubble all its own, yes, I could see what he was talking about there. But effectively what humanity is doing here is saying, for us to be able to evolve, not live, but for us to get better, and again, this isn't a life or death scenario, this is just wanting to be better than you are, which is an amicable, which is, a nice goal in a way, but at the cost of several different, not just creatures, but species of creatures which live on magic. You sound mad. How is this darkness good for us? We almost died out.
Yes, we did. That is because something went wrong, you see. The tree lingers on. Magic is growing again. The elves are cursed, but still alive. The plan did not work. So you must do whatever that elf tells you, but then find a way to finish the job. Do whatever you must to kill magic and destroy the tree for good.
Alrighty, humanity deserves this turn. I will do my best, friend. But why haven't you done that? No. Yeah, you're definitely mad. Why didn't you do it?
You will do what you will do, but I trust your brains will win over superstition. And I told you, I don't leave this tower. If I do, I am dead, and I rather like living.
Isn't that magic?
Bah, details. Whatever you do will not happen overnight, you know. It may take generations to fully take its course. I will live until that time and gather knowledge. Now go. No time to waste on an old man.
Wait, we have more questions.
You find yourself standing in an empty field.
Poop.
No tower, no man, nothing.
Okay, well, let's continue on then. But we got a little bit of EXP and a bit of skill points as well, which is, nice. Right. Oh, fur leather, nice. Now we've got forget what that one is. I think that's VIKING again. Not exactly something I want to deal with. We've got a 4-skull battle down there too. Well, we could get all the way... I have no idea what we're approaching. You approach the beast, and you have time to decide the plan of action. Hunting? I think that was a 4-skull battle. It terrified me. I don't know what we're fighting now, but yeah, so... Open up with counter offense. And another counter offense. There we go. Don't have to worry about anything else. And we can just play our cards at our leisure, really. So let's stack you up. There you go. Whichever way you attack, you'll wipe out the one that you can attack. And now, so will you. Let's get you built up as well. And then everyone else can just be in play, just so that they do a little bit of damage on the cards that we managed to get out of the tactics deck. Sorry, out of the combat deck. There we go. And Bubbles to finish it off. Thank you very much, Bubbles. You track down the prey and lead it right into the traps. Good. Take the loot and continue. Right. That... 2 shadow creatures and 3 shades. That is awful. I'm not sure what they would count as. It's Mroki pack. I think they're going to be Vikalut. And unfortunately, we can't do anything about it either. Okay, we're going to get pulled into a fight one way or another. I'm going to at least camp so that we heal. Possibly. Fingers crossed. Nope. Nope, it isn't. 2 shadow creatures and 3 shades. Begin combat. There's at least a few of them. But this is going to be really, really rubbish for us. We've got 1 counter-attack to card. But honestly, they are probably going to be fairly high level. So I favor getting our strongest cards into play right away. So first Oxherd. Okay, Oxherd, you will almost wipe that one out in one go. Let's get you built up a little bit more. You will now take them out in one go. Next up, let's get Rivsong. Okay, that's fine. Shadow creature taking them out. Confusing. That's absolutely okay by me. I'm going to play Liam first, and then followed up by someone with a decent shield, which will be Fitz. Okay, you are a significantly more dangerous opponent. 32-17. Okay. Now, here we know there's not going to be another shadow creature in play. We absolutely know that. We could either try and buff you to the point that you can take it out. We've got... just about got enough to be able to do that. Alternatively, I can put everyone ahead of the shade so that Oxherd will take it out. That might be the better option here. That might be a significantly better option. So, Obsidian Mist, let's get you into play. I'm going to want to buff you. Basically, I need a 7. Right, you'll get you buffed. There we are, that's fine. Got 44 health. You're going to do a chunk of damage to whoever you hit, but hopefully it's going to be Oxherd who's going to be able to take the blow. Okay, so with this done, let's move Obsidian Mist forward. No, actually, we want to move Fitz first, actually, as it happens. So... No. Sorry, Liam Daly. That's fine. So, sure. Let's move you forward. Then move Fitz next. That's fine. Now move Liam as well. And I'm going to drop another shield on you, so you're up to 20 shielding there. Now the problem here is that's 38 damage. You can take it. If it goes for you, however, it'll almost take Kijikun out, so I'm not going to play them. I'm going to rely on the damage that we've already got in play to do the majority of the work here. There we go. Fantastic work. There we go. It does hurt. Without doubt. It hurts a lot, actually. But this way, I'm fairly certain Rivsung is going to be able to tank that hit without having a heavy wound. Yeah, indeed. Plus 10. Oh, that was hard. Really had to consider that one. That was easily in the sort of realm of it could take out quite a lot of your people. Because that was a fight. Remember when we were trying to wiggle free? That was just a physical contest. And we lost it. And so we had... we suffered wounds. But that was a fight. So any damage would translate to wounds. We got some Moonstone. That is one of the best stone types resources you can get. We've also got some Ancient Wood. Extremely rare. Only grows in the oldest woods of Thea. Valued for its poisonous qualities and durability. We also got Silver Malachite. That's not too bad, actually. Yeah, sure, we'll take that. That was
some traders
very hard.
Approach your village and ask for refuge to rest and trade.
Observe them.
They are a very large group and seem well armed. They also include some goblin boar riders and rugged-looking warriors.
Let them rest in your village.
You let the traders rest in your village and you trade small trinkets with each other. They also leave a token gift in thanks.
Thank you very much. Good. Thank them and wish them well on their travels. There we are. Okay, we got a level up from that. Oh, my lord. Right, Obsidian Mist, +2 will. And Kenneth and Rivsung. Health, good. Rivsung got 2 health there. I'm nobly more stealthy. Fitz is more tactical. Kijikun has a better knowledge of traps. Russell is more perceptive. Travis, Oxford, and Nisham Gamer are all stronger. Bubbles has deeper animal kinship. Sean is more healthy. And Liam is more crafty. Very nice. Manu's better gathering as well as Evil Friend and Svizzle. Travis, J. Parnassus, and Sarah are all healthier, and Jason is better at speech. Not bad at all, I must say. Not bad at all. What have we got down here? We've got Unliving Spider, Unliving Bee, 3 others. It's not a very nice group, that one, I'll be honest with you. How are you doing, Liam? You're okay. You're getting much better. Okay, let's break this camp. And let's get down here. Right.
You follow the map given to you by the Princess Susanna. It seems at least the tower itself is no myth, as you stand before an endlessly tall structure made of pure ice that defies any laws of nature.
Go in.
The tower stands ajar, and so you enter without any trouble. Inside you see a stairwell that seems to go on forever. As you step on it, you feel the chill of the ice going through your bodies. The walk is long and monotonous, but finally you arrive at the top of the tower and you stand among the clouds.
Look for the princess.
You take a few steps forwards and you see the princess sitting royally on an icy throne, her body frozen still and only her eyes moving. You hear her voice in your heads, angry, changed, more malevolent and inhuman than before.
So you have come. Will you gloat at my defeat, or will you take part in my glory and claim great treasures for your people?
You're not exactly in a position to offer us stuff, are you?
This tower has always been a trap, waiting for me to arrive. He designed it so.
Only now you notice a large black swan sitting on a ledge up above the
The
throne,
one she ate.
frozen just as the princess. She continues.
But it was not a lie. You see the pearls I wear on my neck? They bring great power, but they also unlock a secret chamber, one filled with treasures.
And we're supposed to take your word for it?
In short, yes. You can either take a chance and show you're more than a scared peasant, or you can walk away safely like the cowards I thought you to be when we first met.
Someone should have taught you about diplomacy, you royal pain in the arse. So, what's your plan? How do we get our treasures?
You see a wraith, one of the royal guards, appear before you. No, please don't do it. It took us so long to get here. Finally, she is trapped. Finally, she can do no more evil. If you help her, her power will be unleashed once more.
What?
She is evil, whether from birth or by her parents' neglect or a curse. Who knows and who cares? She is what she is. But she is still of noble blood, and we have sworn to keep her safe. This was always the plan, to get her here. Only the darkness came and made it hard for us to find it. Just leave this place, please.
Well, she does seem like a royal pain, that's for sure. I guess we better go. I feel so sad for her bodyguard. It's like, the idea that they are cursed to be wraiths, whilst for basically being her retinue, and while I assume while she lives, well, they're stuck with that. But they're still like, no, as long as she's stuck here, living though she may be, and us still cursed though we may be, at least she can't do harm to anyone else, so we accept it, for the greater good. So, yeah, sure, I'll just leave.
The princess's voice screeches in your head.
Shut up. Listen to me now. Strike down the black swan's head and burn it in a fire. This will release me. I will then open the vault for you.
Well, sorry, she has power and she's willing to shit. No. Get out of our heads, princess. We're leaving you to your fate. Perhaps you will learn something sitting on your icy throne.
You leave the tower behind you, and you see a thick mist devour it in its white milky veil. You walk a few steps more and find a small bundle on the ground with a black swan's feather on it. Inside there are some precious gems, but also a book containing the story of the Ice Mountain and its small kingdom. From it, your people learn many useful skills.
Wow. That is amazing. 2 folklore is the maximum you could get on a level up. 3 is more than you could ever get on a level up, and that's in a particularly nice stat as well. That was very nice. Leave this place. My goodness, 3 points for research too. Now then, you may be a bit of trouble, but if we attack you, we get to choose how. Sneak. Why risk a frontal assault when the shadows await? Assassinate. You are like a cat stalking its unknowing prey as you slowly approach your incredibly dangerous enemy. Wait for the perfect moment and then kill them, if we can. 10 sneaking. We're the larger group by 1. Now they are a decently dangerous one at that. But we have an advantage in that we can use counter offense to just get rid of their cards. Like so. You'll play 1, maybe 2. Okay. Next up then, time to get rid of the counter tactics so they can't mess with my plans. Goodbye. I'll play 1. And we'll get rid of the next 2. There we go. Now, that isn't great. They are going to do a lot of damage. So let's lead with someone who can take a lot of damage. You're going to do some damage back to them, which is good. Let's follow up with Bubbles. You will take damage again. Follow up with Charm. Follow up with Travis. Travis actually does a reasonable amount of damage, considering he's a riot. Then we'll have Ribsung. Then Fitz. Then Kenneth right at the back. Actually, Kenneth should have gone one at the front. I didn't take into account the shield, really. My bad. But they're only going to get 2 phases to do this. All 3 of them together can't kill Oxherd. It's still going to take one of the main ones to finish them off. And in that time, we will have done a little bit of damage. There we go. So they're going to get rid of 1 card. In exchange, we've gotten rid of 2 cards. And done a chunky bit of damage to another as well. Okay. Opponent's turn first. It's probably going to play its main deck. Right, we've got 2 cards to play. Let's get rid of you. Unfortunately, we don't have the sort of counter-offense cards that we really need, but it doesn't matter because they're almost certainly going to play that one. Next up, start wiping out their remaining cards where we can. That's fine. Okay, so with that in play, Time for us to get down there and start doing some damage ourselves. Let's see. We have got support ally. We've also got shield ally. You could take one out straight away, so let's get you at the front. You can take them out as well. Yeah, and you'll take that one out. Ah, no. That's not what I wanted to play, but that's fine. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Let's get everyone in play. And I'm nobody next. And get you sent to the front. There we go. This will pan out well, thanks largely to that poison card being there. There we go. If we don't finish off all of the cards, we will at the very least massively damage them, but no, we've got this. So that was a level 4 skull battle. Got 2 diamond for that. You assassinate your enemies in the cold blood and with the grace of an alpha predator. It is possible 1 or 2 have escaped the bloodbath, taking some of the loot, but without any injuries you have managed to eliminate the threat. Is this any good to keep? No, probably not. There we are. Not bad at all. That was a difficult fight. There are plenty of things around here that I want to go and do, but for now we're just going to move on. Now, Giant Cave is a very different deal. We're not going to go and mess with that. It will spawn enemies, and that is bad. But the fact alone that we are still alive is all I really care about right now.
As the night veils the sky and stars shine down upon you, a mysterious traveler seeks your company. Your male companions are protesting something, but you do not really care what they say. The visitor is tall, dark, handsome.
Say hi to the man.
You try to speak to the man, but words fail you. You now see his face, and sure, there are fangs. Yes, his face is fierce, and his eyes those of a wolf. But you really like wolves. He smiles so sweetly. You'd think he's a male Rusalka. Come to me.
Yeah, right. Must try to stop myself.
With great effort, you manage to stop yourself from following the man, but you are unable to even move, for fear he will take hold of you. But you do feel your resistance is weakening the Striga.
Focus your instincts and break the creature's hold on you. It's going to be a fairly easy one, this. Right, well, have we got any decent counter-tactics or anything? No, we don't. Well, we've got counter-tactics, but no particularly good counter offense, which is a shame. Well, I know I've got 1 counter offense. Could we? Yes, not too bad then. Got that card. And then just stab this one to death. Much stabbing. So much stabbing. Stab, stab, stab. And then we'll just play the rest of the cards. There we go. I'm surprised that we didn't get an option to do something given that we had a Rusalka in our group. No, we'll just go ahead with that. There we go. Not too bad.
The Striga looks you all up and down again and claps his hands with a devious smile on his face. Just as you thought he would lunge at you, he bursts into a swarm of bats and disappears.
All right. Blessings of Will. Gained willpower for quite a lot of turns, actually. 25 turns for most of this group. All right. That was actually really good. Let's continue on our way. Oh, dear, another thing. A falling star shoots down the night sky as if to guide you. Let's see where this leads. You follow the star and come across a small chasm where you discover a giant spider's nest. The spider saw your approach as well. 2 arms. It's not going to be particularly difficult. Play it soon. Good, good, good. Do we have any particularly strong cards? I don't think we're going to go for counter tactics. Though a counter offense is still not actually worth using up Kijikun's turn for. So, all right. Let's get Isham Gamer in there. Ridiculous amounts of health. Need to get you some good armor and a shield, I think. Well, those 2 are gone already. The queen is gone right after that. There we are. Now, the only thing I would worry about is if they had any kind of trickery, like first action or anything like that, but realistically at this point, there's nothing they can do. I'm not even going to play our tactics deck, there's no need. But we will get a chance to decide if we still care about that for every card that the enemy play. It's only when nothing new can happen and you end your turn will it start the combat phase early. There we go. Nice and easy. Ooh. No, that's not really something we want. We got a ring, though. Another bad quality one, though. So, yeah, we'll recycle that. Rejoice and leave this place. You gained a blessing of death. Oh, my goodness. We're even more stupidly good at sneaky fights. Maybe I should go and deal with some things. Right. Let's get in there.
You track down the rat swarm that took your child.
At long
You
last,
see the vermin holding the infant in a strange cocoon and dragging it somewhere.
set up some traps and hunt down those rats. Oh, that poor child. He's been being dragged all over the place for quite some time at this point. Sure, counter offense, let's just get rid of the card. Counter tactic if I get a chance. No, I don't. No, that's fine though. Do I have anyone who's got piercing? Nope. That's fine. And I will actually first action anyone if I can. No, I can't. No, that's fine. We'll just boost some damage. And that's good. Unfortunately, I played Kenneth in a very silly way. Kenneth should have been the last card to play, but...
You kill the rats and rescue the child.
Hooray!
You also find the cocoon held more than one victim, but the other one may be dead already.
Quilted cloth. Not a bad one. Actually, we'll keep that one. Get the child or children and leave this place. We're almost home. Almost. Very nearly there. What do we get from the well? We got some wood this time. Right, okay, it is high time that we duck in and return to the Daffodil. We've now got 20 people in the Daffodil. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. But what's even more absolutely amazing is we've got some really, really nice equipment or things to make equipment out of. We could, in fact, make it out of this. You have a look at that. We'll get the Spectra Kite. In the right light, you can see spectres weaved into the fabric of this enchanted shield. Has leech, shielding, armor, and 5 magic. If we wanted to go all in on the leech, we could use Dragonbone, but there is no reason to do that. And every reason to do this. Only alternative, which it is an alternate. You could use the bone here to make a particularly awesome one with 7 magic, but you'd get 10 out of less monster bone used up. Though you could also do this. Draco bone armor, 4 leech, 21 armor. You could do this. Dragon shell, 4 leech, 24 armor. 26 armor and 4 leech. There's lots of things that are now open to us, but for obvious reasons, we're going to be going with the shield. Because there's quite a lot of people who want the shield. The shield is a very useful thing to give, and if we can give a bunch of people leech, that's not a bad thing. Right. The only other thing we could do is go for this, but I don't think we will. If we went something along these lines, 5 magic, 9 shielding, 7 armor. It's nice, but it's really not as nice as this. So we're going to get some Spectra Kites. It's going to give us 18 research points. Doesn't take too much time to make either, actually. How many of these can we make? We can make 3. Then please do make 3 of them. Next up, we're going to make some pretty amazing life leech 2-handed swords. We'll just use Dragonbone there. And we can't use Diamond, which is a bit of a shame because that would have been amazing. Dragonbone in this maybe would be quite nice though. 11 leech, 13 damage, 8 shield. If we went for Mithril, 19 damage, 8 shielding, 10 leech, 2 perception. The Claw of Veles. Veles is often depicted as the dragon serpent sleeping beneath the cosmic tree, with his draconic claws serving as protectors of the afterlife. With this sword and the will of Veles, any beast will tremble. Yeah, with good reason. So yes, I think we will make... maybe actually we should make some one-handed swords to go along with the shield that we're making. That might be nice. See how much... Dragon Slayer. 11 damage, 6 leech, 7 shield, 2 perception. I mean, it's really not a bad weapon, that. If we went for this, 7 leech, 8 damage. That 2 perception is quite lovely, though. 2 will is also quite nice. Actually, fur leather. Dexterity, which would also give us stealth as well. The Dragon Slayer, a little knife there. It's hard to know which one to go for there. Honestly, I mean, obviously we could make it out of mithril. Gives us a good chunk of shielding. What shielding do we have with this? Still, I actually think knives. To kill a dragon is no small deed. No wonder, then, that some of the beast's best blades are crafted from the beast's bones. Indeed. I think we'll make a couple of these as well. Let's get a couple of those. 6 Dragon Slayers. My lord. Let me just double check. How heavy was that in the end? Because that looked amazing. That would give us... It's only 64. That being said, let's not go quite that all in yet. Now, I would like you working on this. Jason, you can work on that. It'll only take Oxford 3 turns to get all of those knives made, which is actually quite amazing. Okay, you there. Liam can help out. Fitz can help out. Pretty much everyone is helping out, actually. Everyone help out. Actually, let's get you guys down here instead. Right, now that is going to be amazing. But if we wanted to, we don't have enough bones, so we couldn't. Shame, shame. I was really interested in knowing what we could do there. Don't have quite enough there. But if we were to build a smithy out of mithril, wouldn't attract dwarves because it's not gold, but it would be very nice for obvious reasons. Right, we've made one already. And we've got some more fur leather. Good, good, good. Let's go ahead and equip someone with this beauty straight away. Right. Who do you want to give this to? I mean, the thing is, it's pretty much better than anything else we've got. Except that stealth is actually quite nice. Sean, can you equip this? You can. You'd lose 5 stealth. No, you'd lose 4 stealth. You'd gain leech. No, we're not going to go with that one for you. However, we might well go with it for you. Because this is going to increase your already quite intimidating leech and give you a little bit more stealth. Yeah, sure. See no particular reason not to go with that setup there. We got better armor for you at this point? No, I think it would be very hard to find better armor for you at this point. You would benefit from it as well. We won't be exchanging that. For the time being, though, you can have a spear, just for the sake of it. There we go. Next. There we are. This time we got some more fur leather. Once again, though, we're going to be giving this one to... Well... That's a good question, actually. You've got dexterity there. Kenneth, how much damage do you do? See, Oxford is better off with something that does trampling damage, because Oxford does so much damage. This is, in every way, a better weapon for you. Kenneth. Yeah, let's go with that. That is just glorious. Absolutely glorious. We likely don't need many more things made either before we get the next point. So just check on production, how we set up. It's going to take us 4 turns to finish all of those shields, which is pretty amazing. Do you want to... Actually, we could make some more tools, perhaps. Or even some more rings. I mean, it's tempting, isn't it? Let's see what we could make. That's not bad. Still, it would be better if we had more. Clear mind, tactics, medic, stealth. I do like stealth. That's a blood drop. Only we had 2 of that though. Or, well, nah, we're not gonna go with that. That is quite a waste in my opinion. Range damage, tactics, stealth. I think stealth is the better option there. I wonder. Dexterity. Leech. Actually quite a lot of leech too. Monster bone would give us nothing in particular. Some gathering. That might not be bad. Still, I'm gonna just let a couple of turns pass more. So we can get a couple more things. There we go. 1 is made. Oh my lord. Right. Well, this is going to you. You've already got 4 magic. You've now got 9 magic. And 11 life leech. That is ridiculous. Absolutely bonkers insane. Right, you can have a shield for now. Would anyone else like this spear, though? I mean... You drop your damage. Yeah, that wouldn't be a good trade for you. Not even slightly a good trade. Liam. Once again, not a good trade. Anyone else fancy a spear? Well, this one might be a good one for you. You'd lose the poison, but you'd gain a little bit of dexterity. That's fine. We've got some fish. So very close. This last one will get us up to the point that we can then build a smithy. And that is going to be an amazing thing. Alright, Bubbles, you've got a brilliant weapon there. You've got no magic. Who has got magic that I can bolster? I do not see them. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly go to none, and I only want to see magic. Only show me those and actually have that attribute. Really? So really only 2 people have got it? Okay, well that's kind of frightening. Well, given that then, I'm going to say that Sean would be a better... that medic is better on Sean. There's no 2 ways about it that it's a better thing for Sean to have. Just a little bit too heavy. I would sooner abandon almost all of that so that you could have this. Because you are so much better with that. You lose 1 intelligence, gathering and armor, and 3 distraction and speech. I mean, it's not great, but... Wait, that's 40. It's not as good, though. We could do with some better light armors, but... we're losing 2 dexterity there. If I take that off. No, we'll stick with what you've got. One more turn. And there we go. Okay, and we got some enchanted bones. That is a pretty good random thing to have gotten there. I approve. I could actually give it to you. You'd have some extra gathering. That would not be a bad move. Okay, have you got any speak? You have got some speak. You know what? You're going to be able to talk. You're going to be the best talking rat ever. It's amazing how well you can talk. Right, okay. Well, you can't equip that, unfortunately. You already have, but would it be better to drop some items from you? That bad quality armband. Wait, no, we'll never be able to make enough. Get that up enough. Unfortunately, it's just not going to happen. I think you would be better out and about, though, with us. So with that in mind, swap that shield out. Evil friend, you are now going to be journeying with us out into the wild. It's going to be amazing. Trust me on this. You could have a shield plus a one-handed blade. That works out well. There we go. You got a deforming curse, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Kenneth, sure. Let's get that boosted up a little bit more. Does anyone who comes out with us on a regular basis need or can equip anything else? Kenneth, no. Fitz, nope. Rivsung, nope. Sean, no. Okay, well then that means... Oh, wait, no. Well, maybe. There you go. You can have that. Not bad. Travis is doing quite well. Animal kinship, some decent armor. Got blessing of dexterity. That's not going to last for long. Do a little bit of gathering. You know, very, very well trained rat, that one. Lovely. But it is now time. I mean, I could save up at this point. Even get some dryad wood or even some nimble wood, which would allow us to make some very nice items. But no, I think it is high time. We'd either want to start saving up or get a new construction. I think it has to be a smithy. Yes, it has to be a smithy. Now from there, we'd be able to go to the totem, a place of worship and power. Increases the magic skill. Children growing up can be a witch class. Very useful, as you can imagine. The blessed tree. In reverence of the lost cosmic tree, this symbol brings the blessings of the gods with the bounds of the village. All bless effects do not disappear, and curse of darkness is removed. Now, as you can imagine, anyone with a blessing within the bounds of the village does not lose that blessing over time. So you can end up with people in the village ridiculously powerful. One of the best places for us to go after this, though, would be down towards here. Though that being said, are there many resources? No, there's really not. Ah, that is really unfortunate. I think the best upgrade we could get to the range of our village is down to here. And out at there, we might be able to gather the wicker. And this is if it's made out of literally the best equipment you can get to make it. You can basically build a path, an enchanted path, which means people can go further out to gather. So they'll be able to gather herbs, we already produce it. Maybe, no, we wouldn't be able to gather fruit, unfortunately. No, I think basically gets you out to 3 tiles away, or maybe increases it by 3, but no. There's nothing there, so there's no point in us going for that one. So we're probably not going to go down that path. Might actually get the totem then. But it is time for the Dapper Dell to begin the construction of a smithy. Now, the smithy, just to hover over it, does it tell us anything? No, it doesn't tell us anything about it. But it basically gives you a... Whilst in the village, people automatically get craft. Quite useful, as you can imagine. Right, so... We're going to want mithril. Also, by having this, it unlocks the ability for us to make good quality items. Put that there. +3 crafting bonus, if we wanted it. +4 crafting bonus, which we kind of do want. Back to +3. So that, by itself, does not help us, which is a shame. We could increase attract goblin, but we'd only get a crafting bonus of 2. What we need is gold. Because that would give us an attract dwarf. Or use enchanted bone, which would give us attract demon. I don't think we'd be able to... Yeah, we haven't got nearly enough of that. Though, if we make it all out of elven wood, we'd have attract elf. But again, the crafting bonus would be pretty dire. It would basically be 2. If we went just for this, we get a crafting bonus of 3. Crafting bonus of 4 there. 3. 3, but +1 to attract orc. Which is not a bad one, I'll be honest. Obsidian would give us... I think attract demon? I can't remember on that one, but... Attract dwarf, I believe, gives you crafting of 4 as well. But that isn't a bad one. We could wait until... Because I'm using up stuff that I don't actually care to lose. Oh. Crafting 1, but attract beast and attract orc. Nah, I think we're good. I think we're good. If we had this, it would be like attract otherworld. Like, so I believe this is either demon or this is demon. This one might be ghost, but I can't quite remember, unfortunately. So yeah, we're going to go with this then. 3 crafting bonus and 1 attract orc. I don't mind. Proper place for crafting items and equipment increases the crafting skill and unlocks the chance to craft good quality items. Children growing up to be craftsmen receive 5 more skill points. I approve. Let's get that being made, shall we? As quick as you can, please. Chop. Chop. Alright, well, with that going on, let's see about making maybe some medium armors. I certainly wouldn't mind getting some high dexterity clothing. 2 dexterity, 2 perception. Pretty heavy, this one, though. Likewise, we could go just for this. Fur jacket, 3 dexterity there. We could go with monster bone. The monster shell, 13 armor, 1 dexterity. 17, 2. That's actually very high. That's really nice. Just 13 armor there. Not particularly useful to us. Right, with gold, plus 3 will. Just make it a little bit lighter, plus 2 attractiveness if we wanted to. We could go with leech on a piece of armor. And of course, that up there as well. Then you got armor that gives 23, but 4 leech. But for no, that is a really poor choice in my opinion. A super bad choice. That isn't terrible, but nor is it particularly good. Plus 1 dexterity there. No, I think maybe something like that. It's not terribly heavy. We could have the plus 2 perception if we really want to. With silver for extra dexterity. I mean, I guess they operate in the same way. It's just more fur. So if we went with that, it'd be much the same, actually. Some decent fur jackets for our people. Sure. Okay, let's get a couple of these made. How many can we make? We can make 3. Let's pull that back a little bit. Just make 2 for now. We will get... You can be up there. You. Is really everyone already working? Oh, I guess they are. Bubbles, you can go there as well. And you can just trickle down. As before. While all that's going on though, let's get some people gathering just because we can. I was a bit of a derp and I didn't really appreciate that we had no one gathering when we absolutely could do with it. I may as well just get people doing what they can over here while they're here. There we go. We'll pass a couple of turns until we've got the smithy built. Some wicker, nice.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
I mean, it's cool, but if it was like 1 turn away, we would have gone a crafter. Okay, this kid was a wise ass from the start. Now he becomes a sage.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage. The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
Hooray! Celebrate the rite of passage. Okay, we've got 21 people here now. My goodness. Let's go in and find out. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. Now, as we can see, this is our first sage. Class, witch or sage. Witches and sages are the wise ones, the keepers of old traditions and folk knowledge, the wielders of the winds of magic. Often feared, but always respected. They start with very good folklore, magic, and medicine. They are, as you can imagine, very useful, but they are also, unfortunately, quite weak. So you do need to bear that in mind as you're equipping them. Yeah, sure, you'll have to have that for now. That's pretty much all you can equip. Many sorries. Right, who are you going to be? You will be Zen Sequitur. Welcome to the Dapper Dell, Zen Sequitur. You've got a decent gathering, so we'll get you to that. You have no crafting to speak of, but once we've built the smithy, again, one turn away, so close, then everyone will gain this. Now, One thing to be aware of. This is 1,000 out of 1,100 to build that. One thing to check is if you want advanced victory, there's certain things you need to have. For example, build 3 grand buildings that are made with stuff that increases the cost to 1,660 or more production points. You only need 3 of those, and you've got one of the 4. You've got to get 3 of the 4 to win that way. I've never won via an advanced victory. I've always won by completing all of the various quests and then deciding to end, actually. So it's a bit of an interesting one. Still, one more turn. And there we go. The smithy is complete. And we're a good bit towards the next research point. What did we get? We got monster bone this time. Not bad. Not bad at all. But with that, everyone is better at doing stuff now, which is very, very good, as you can well imagine. 23. Oh my lord. We can get a couple of other things made, I should imagine. With that, don't quite have enough. Maybe some light armors made with monster bone, enchanted monster bone. I think that would be very nice. Maybe even this. So probably give us something really, really good. And silk as well. Now, what you use to make this. So for example, the catalyst. The catalyst now has an effect on how likely you are to get a good quality. We've got over a 10% chance to get a good quality dragon scale armor. That would be amazing. It is heavy though. It's really heavy because dragon bone is not light. If we wanted it to be light, we'd have to go to something like this, but even then, the enchanted bone is pretty heavy. So we could do something like this. It's going to be much lighter, the silky vest. It's a shame because that's really what we want. Let's have a look at what we could make in terms of medium armors with that. No, we don't have enough anymore, sorry. Clothes? No, we couldn't make clothes with it. No, we could make a light armor out of it. Alternatively, we could have a look at what we could make here. So, dragon, dexterity and sixth sense. Do we have any dragon bone left? We do. Leech. A dragon signet. Quite a nice one. Or strength. As you can imagine, we kind of do need some more strength rings. So, let's get a couple of those made. Pop those way up to the top. I'll get you working on that. Won't take us too long. But that's where we're going to be wrapping up this episode. I'm sorry to have to say, but we are running out of time, or rather I imagine you're running out of time if you've managed to sit through 52 minutes of this watching it, but I do hope you have enjoyed it and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care everyone.